Alright, here we go for round 2. This is Fingerboard Geometry Part 2, the 5th. Now, the sound of the 5th sounds like the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So here's the sound of a 5th. So you can hear that. It sounds like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Now, again, we're going to have two shapes for the 5th. One is going to be toward the bridge, and one is going to be toward the nut. Okay, so toward the bridge first, the 5th is skipping one fret, and you're to the next string. So here's the 5th. You recognize this sound as a power chord. Okay. Now when you go to the next string, the 5th is the same. When you go to the next string, the 5th is still the same. When you go from the G string to the B string, however, you must again expand to adjust for the tuning toward the bridge. Okay. Now, since the tuning is normal between the B and the E string, there is no expansion involved. It's normal. That's normal. Okay. Toward the bridge. Now, let's reverse it towards the nut. Okay, so my pinky's on A, that's the root. So the 5th, you would skip one string and 2 frets. So there's the 5th. Okay, now we're going to do it from the next string. There would be a 5th from the D. Okay, from the G. As before, we come in and we contract for the tuning. So that's adjusted for tuning. Then I'm going to play a 5th from C. And there we are contracted for the tuning. Now let's review that one more time. Okay, so starting toward the bridge, we have a 5th this way, toward the bridge. And we have a 5th toward the nut. Okay, then a 5th toward the bridge, 5th toward the nut. 5th toward the bridge, a contracted 5th toward the nut. Expanded 5th toward the bridge, contracted 5th toward the nut. And then we have a normal 5th toward the bridge, and we run out of strings toward the nut, so we can only do it one way. So you can look these diagrams up at starlinermusic.net if you have any questions. This concludes part 2 of Fingerboard Geometry, the 5th.